Cassette 1, Side 2. Unit 5, Globetrotting. Focus on listening 1. You will hear part of a radio holiday programme in which the benefits and dangers of the sun are discussed. As you listen, fill in the missing information for questions 1 to 9. Listen very carefully, as you'll hear the recording once only.
Thank you, John, for that report from Costa Rica. We'll have details of that and all the other holidays at the end of the programme. And now we come to the spot in the programme where we focus on holiday health issues. I think there's no doubt that for many of us, a golden tan is the ultimate goal of our annual holiday. And this week, Carol has been looking into the benefits and dangers of the sun. What's the good news, Carol?
Well, the sun does have several beneficial effects on the skin. It stimulates the circulation, for example, and it's very good for skin complaints like acne. In addition, sunlight acts on the skin to produce vitamin D, which is vital for our health.
I always think that the sun has a good psychological effect as well. Is that true?
Yes. In fact, there's evidence that a lack of sunlight makes some people ill. So, if you work in artificial light, doctors think it's a good idea to try to spend at least 15 minutes a day in natural daylight. That's during the summer, and you need longer in winter.
Okay. How about negative effects?
Well, sunlight is responsible for 95% of skin cancers, although fortunately 89% of these cancers are cured. And it's particularly important to protect children from strong sunlight because 80% of sun damage occurs before the age of 20.
And what about people like us from colder countries?
Yes, well, the more intense the light, the higher the risk of skin damage. For light-skinned people, the risk of skin cancer doubles every 1,000 kilometres nearer the equator you go. It's the ultraviolet light that does the damage, and before you go swimming or walking, it's worth remembering that ultraviolet can pass through water, shade, and even through thin clothing.
So what should we be doing?
Well, the skin has its own protection from about 30% of ultraviolet light. You should use a good sunscreen to increase that. But remember that the degree of protection depends on how thinly you spread the cream on your skin. Once your skin is tanned, the tan will protect your skin 2 to 4 times more than an untanned skin. But it's a good idea to carry on using a light sunscreen all the same.
And how long will that tan last?
About 30 days on average.
So, the message is, enjoy the sun, but never underestimate its power, and make sure you take sensible precautions to protect yourself from its harmful effects.